Welcome back to the Professor's Lab. I'm Professor V, and this is round one of the League Cup that happened at Die Hard Games on May 18th, 2024. If you didn't know, Die Hard League happens every Thursday at 6 p.m. Central, featuring casual and tournament play of whatever format anyone wants, really. More info in the description. GLC, Gym Leader Challenge, Thursday, May 30th at 6 p.m. Deck Switch Tournament, Thursday, June 6th at 6 p.m. where you may switch your decks between rounds only if you would like, and more fun format friendly tournament events coming this June, all Central Time, all at Die Hard Games, and check out Pokemon's event locator for premiere and other events at the shop, such as League Challenges, League Cups, pre-releases, and more. Please hit that like button right quick, subscribe to this channel, ring the bell for notifications, say what you need to say in the comments, and all that other good free stuff. But anyways, let's get researching this game. On the left, Squawkabilly, Tinkaton. On the right, Rotom, Dialga, V-Star, I'm pretty sure. Looks like our Tinkaton player on the left is going first here. I believe the Squawkabilly is mostly relevant for its first attack, Call for Family, where it could find some more dudes from the deck. But our player is going to start things off with a Nest Ball here. That item allows them to look through their deck for a basic Pokemon to add to their bench. So I imagine we are going to find the main basic in this deck. Tink. I think the line goes Tinka Tough, Tinkaton, something like that. There we go. There's the basic, at least established on the bench. Let's see if our player can find any more basics on their turn as they attach a Psychic Energy to their active Pokemon and pass things over. Next is Adaman on Dialga's side as a supporter for turn. That supporter has you discard 2 Metal Energies, and then you can search your deck for any 2 cards you like, something like that. Our player is taking a look through their deck. I will check out Adaman. Yeah, that's the full art one too. Yep, you can use this card only if you discard 2 Metal Energy cards, search your deck for up to 2 cards, and put them in your hand. So that Buddy Buddy Poffin is found, as well as a Nest Ball. Buddy Buddy Poffin can find 2 basic Pokemon with 70 HP or less to add to the bench. The 2 Beldum are found. The Nest Ball can find any basic. That Dialga V is the target of the Nest Ball. Pretty good setup so far over on Dialga's side. Metal Energy attached to the Dialga V, and it looks like Rotom's Instacharge is going to be used to draw 3 cards and end the turn. Pretty solid turn for our Dialga player here. Things are passed back over to our Tinkaton player, who plays a Nemona as their supporter for turn, allowing them to draw 3 cards. Build up the hand a little bit more to find that rare candy to straight evolve that Tinkatink into Tinkaton EX, the big one. Energy gets attached to that Tinkaton EX, and the active Squawkabilly will use its Call for Family attack. Search your deck for 2 basic Pokemon and add them to your bench, I believe. We'll see what happens here as our player resolves their Call for Family attack. They are going to find that Mew EX and the Drifloon to add to their bench. That was the attack, so play moves back over to our Dialga player, who straight evolves those 2 Beldum into Metang with that Metal Maker ability. I'm sure we'll be seeing plenty of that coming up shortly. A Rainbow Art Adaman is played this time, discarding 2 Metal Energy to search the deck for any 2 cards. I imagine that Dialga V-Star will be one of the 2 cards found. Maybe another Beldum. There we go. A way to get into the active spot is found with that switch card. paired with that golden Dialga V-Star. Wait, I gotta get the full name here. Origin Form Dialga V-Star. Looks like our players may have had some miscommunication with passing the turn, actually not passing the turn, as Metang uses Metal Maker. Look at the top 4 cards of your deck. You can attach any metal energy you find there to your Pokemon in any way you like. 3 of them are hit and attached to that Dialga V on the bench. Another Metal Maker comes through, finding another metal energy to attach to the bench Dialga. It's got 5 energy attached to it now, enough for it to use its Star Chronos V-Star power. Switch brings that V-Star into the active spot, and Star Chronos is used. 220 damage, taking the KO on the Squawkabilly, and now the Dialga player just gets to take another turn as they play a Nest Ball to establish another Dialga V onto their bench. And I'd say things are not looking good for our Tinkaton player, and Tinkaton EX is weak to metal. Not good. Maybe the Drifloon should have been promoted there, but it just didn't look good all around. Metal energy attached to the bench Dialga V. First Metang uses its first Metal Maker to look at the top 4. 1 metal energy will be accelerated onto the board. The rest of those cards shuffled to the bottom of the deck. Second Metal Maker being used of this turn now. No hits off of that Metal Maker, so the rest of the cards are shuffled and added to the bottom of the deck. But that's okay. We don't need all those energy to hit right away, as we have a 5 energy Dialga V-Star in the active spot, attacking for lots of damage. I think it's like 240 or 280. I could tell you guys Dialga's attack. Metal Blast for 1 colorless energy, 40 plus. This attack does 40 more damage for each metal energy attached to this Pokemon. More than enough to KO the metal weak Tinkaton EX. Drifloon is promoted into the active spot. Flittle hits the bench here, staring down this massive V-Star Pokemon. As energy is attached to the active Drifloon, it evolves into Drifblim, and then a Great Ball is played to look at the top 7 cards of the deck and add a Pokemon you find there to your hand. Let's see if anything relevant can be found. Gonna go for that Tinkatuff. Maybe no better option in those top 7 cards there, so they're just gonna grab something to pull it out of the deck. We don't want to draw into this later, so you might as well pluck it out of the deck while you can. Drifblim has the Gust attack for 2 colorless energy, 30 damage. It also has the Curse Spreading attack for 3 psychic energy. Put 8 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon in any way you like. Drifblim cannot attack this first turn, or this turn, but maybe in the next turns we can go for some Curse Spreading, as things are passed back over to our Dialga player, who seems to be in full control of this game, as they play an Arven as a supporter per turn. Arven allows you to look through your deck for an item card and a tool card to add to your hand. Whoa, the maximum belt, a spec tool card is found, plus 50 damage to opposing Pokemon EX. And the Ultra Ball is found as well to have some more Pokemon search. Maximum belt attached to the bench Dialga V. And now it's time to make some metal. Let's look at the top 4 cards of the deck. No metal hits here, so those cards are shuffled and added to the bottom of the deck. Going straight into that second Metal Maker of the turn. And we do have a hit. Metal energy accelerated onto the bench there. And our players are basically just going through the motions here. We'll see if our Tinkaton player can mount a comeback as Dialga V-Star takes another KO and another prize card as we enter this endgame with Flittle moving into the active spot. Powpad is played here to add from the discard pile back into the deck a couple supporters. Nemona, I think, was the only supporter played so far, so that may be the only target. Yeah, just going to cycle that Nemona back into the deck. Shout out to having fruitful battles here in round 1 of our League Cup. And things are passed back over to our Dialga player. Ultra Ball played discarding a couple cards in order to search the deck for that Lumineon V. Lumineon V comes into play and uses its Luminous Sign ability to search the deck for a supporter card. The supporter card it finds from the deck is that Boss's Orders. Boss's Orders brings up the Mew EX into the active spot. Origin Form Dialga is doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 4, 240 damage. To that, 180, I believe, HP Mew EX, taking the easy KO on it and the game. What did you think of this video in the commentary? Please let me know in the comments. Like this video, subscribe to this channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time in the Professor's Lab.